Hello creation, I hope you're well. I just want to read you this out. It's called If Not For Pleasure. I've just written it. Pink blossom cherry tree blowing in the breeze lifts the heart and spirit and lifts you from your knees. Rushing crashing waters rage, freely thunders on, beauty of divinitous youth passed by and truly shone. This is nature. Nature is as nature does, expressing rather freely serenity to ease the mind, or sheer power that sends you reeling. It's opposites, isn't it? It always has been. The villagers connected to creation's golden wonder. Then came those would-be attackers who would dominate and plunder. The energies would take their turns in ruling influence. I think that's very important, There's times of influence, aren't there? Yeah. Anyway, I'll read that again. The energies would take their turns in ruling influence, and eventually it was called upon for the villagers to take a chance. Come on, wake up, villagers. Ignoring imposed martial law, they rebelled and all said no. 'Twas yet another calling for the oppressors to go. And I think we're unfortunately seeing that. Unfortunately, is it unfortunate when humankind, have been oppressed by certain energies? Is it unfortunate to see them go, to want them to go, and it's not working? I don't think so. This time there was no impending conflict, for each had learned which energy to restrict. By focusing on love alone, would see the oppressors removed from their home. It's all energy. In turn, each lit with conscious illumination, easing the villager collective toward their enlightened destination. And each that turned from darkness to light ensured the collective shone a little brighter, working a little smarter, growing in love, trust, faith and belief to free their bondage from their masters. That talks about doing your own inner work, don't it, that? Sorting your own shit out, and then you're doing your job for collective, aren't you? As the ants come together to reach the unreachable, so do the alchemy transmutators to enlighten the unteachable. I don't believe anybody's unteachable. What I do believe is they have a choice. I believe they have a choice. I don't think anything should be forced upon anybody. We've all a right to an opinion. That should just be put out there, shouldn't it? And then if anybody wants to learn from it, learn from it. Anyway, it's only an opinion. To try to lift the burdens by sifting from coarse to smooth. Doing so purely from love, as there is no thing to prove. Here we sit in total awe and wonder. We really are a miracle within the flesh, taking on such densities to aid in this illusional mess. Yet, such is the illusion, the trap within the mind, that was set as test for all who incarnate. For the self you have to find. If it is oneself that creates one's own experience, then surely one must act on thoughts and feelings along with the undertaking of due diligence. Act in haste, repent at leisure. What point a life if not for pleasure? And we're going to leave that there, aren't we? I think that's absolutely spot on. What point a life if not for pleasure? If we are, I know that you know, we can have stuff that we've got to work through to clear. There's such a lot that so many don't understand. There's such a lot that so many are not open to. The power of suggestion, I suppose. But, you know, I mean, I believe that but before we incarnate, we plan things out. I believe that we're encouraged to live, if we don't freely choose a particular life, I believe we're encouraged to live that life, to get that life out of the way if it's what the soul has to endure, or, you know, has to live. This is all opinion, it's all what it resonates with me. So, and I believe that there's soul contracts, and, you know, there's soul contracts that are signed before you incarnate on earth. There are contracts that can come into being with others as you're navigating your way through life. You know, people coming into your life for particular reasons, and, you know, to help you learn your lessons that you have to learn in life. So, and it really is, it's that big university, in it, of life. So, it's all opinion. It's all opinion. But that's all anything ever is. And it's people's reality. And it's what resonates with them. You know, everyone's in their own reality. And we can either buy into a collective illusion and start running up and down the streets and doing all that stuff, thinking that we're doing some good when we're just buying into some low vibrational frequency, and, you know, acting and behaving in ways that have not worked with those energies for the last few thousand years. So why they're gonna, you know, it's been for long enough, so why they're gonna work now? what I just don't get it. I do, because it's the influence of particular energies, isn't it? Yet, surely everybody knows that it's, I don't know, maybe people are just so washed up now in that low vibrational frequency. Maybe it is. Maybe it has come to a time for a mass cleansing, because that's the way it's headed. If you carry on going down this route, pointing the finger, blaming at others, you know, it's the system. It's not the others, it's the system that you're within. It's the world system. And that world system has to change. But how do you change a system like this? Well, you have to believe, well, I do anyway, that there's a higher consciousness that knows what it's doing. You know, you know, if we think we're intelligent at this level, I mean, can you not see that they only let us know, that let us have the technology that they want us to have, that they think we're ready for. And to be honest, these things, you know, it's all about mind control. Crikey, I must have spent purposefully an hour this morning on my phone, flicking up. But the amount of negativity that I was witnessing, you know, experiencing, and then I did my meditation afterwards, and the skies cleared. Because when I got up after watching, it were grey, and then after my meditation, the skies cleared of the clouds. We are creation in the flesh. We are energy. We have the power. We just don't realise it nor utilise it, most folk. But big changes are here. Big changes, massive. Anyway, that's it for now. A bit of a waffle this one today, I think. So I'll try and get another one done. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Alright, take care.